What's up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and today I'm back to talk about the Beast Snakebites and just the Orks in general. This release has been very eye-opening to me, and it's basically told me and confirmed that power creep is a thing back in 9th edition. The Beast Snakebites, basically the whole line, the whole new rule set for 9th edition Orks is bonkers. Like, Daka is a crazy ability that some of their guns have that give them more shots at half range. Besides that, they've got speed walls and greater walls and stuff like that. So it's making the Orks give them better AP. They could move and shoot with no minuses, and they get extra attacks. The Ork boy, just a regular troop, you can still run them in squads of 30. Their toughness is now 5. And the cherry on top was showcased to us in the Warhammer community article for the clan culture for the Snakebites, a culture called the Old Ways. So basically, each time an attack is made against a unit with this culture, unless that attack has a characteristic strength value of 8 or more, any unmodified wound roll of 1, 2, or 3 fails, regardless of your abilities. So basically what this means is that Snakebite Orks have transhuman physiology at all times. You're only able to wound them on a 4 or higher as long as your strength characteristic is anywhere under 8. Now that's a pretty big deal, because if you're shooting them with a strength 5 gun, toughness of an Ork is now 5, so at that point you would still need a 4 to wound. But say you're shooting them with like a 6, strength 6 gun, strength 7th gun, then that's not really going to do anything until you breach that strength 8 value. So that makes them just a little bit more tanky, a little bit more tough. It's not as crazy as I thought at first, like as the more I think about it, but still though, it's just, I don't know, transhuman is already scary, and this is basically what this gives them, somewhat. Obviously, if you're hitting them with like strength 8, 9, strength 10 guns, you should be able to wound them on a 2-up. But still, regardless of that, it's scary. They also have another ability that, with that same culture, that each time a squig model makes a melee attack, as long as it charged or performed a heroic intervention this turn, you add 1 to the attack's wound roll. So basically, Snakebites are a type of orc that is more feral, and that's kind of what the whole look, the whole feel for Beast Snagas revolves around. So all in all, it makes sense. Orcs are a lot more durable, they're a lot more scary, both in shooting and in close combat now, and I think that's just more ways that GW is pushing and urging you to buy Orc models this edition. If you're an Orc player, Christmas came early. When we look at the box set here, you have 20 Beast Snagas that unfortunately are monopose. You have some of the riders here. You've got a war boss on the Squig, another rider, and then you've got the Snagrog, I believe is his name, who is a runt herder, but you don't get any Gretchen nor Squigs, so it's kind of weird that they added this guy here. They should have just added the Psyker or something. And this box set comes with these models. You also have the new codex, and you have data cards. All in all, it's $200, 200 United States dollars. And when I was thinking about this, I mean, yes, you get the 9th edition codex early, and on top of this you get all these new models, but 200 is a lot when you think about it. The codex, I'll say it's about $50. The data cards are around 15. So you're pretty much paying 135-ish for the actual Orc portion that you can actually play. That seems like a lot. Because when you look back at the Indomitus box set, it was around 200, and you basically got the 9th edition rules. You've got 2 armies that you can play, the Space Marines and the Necrons, and overall that is a ton more value for your dollar, as what we can see here. So I don't know. Will you be waiting for these units to come out individually? Because we've got a ton of units that are coming out for the Orks. We've got the Great White Squig Rider. We've got a ton of stuff, honestly. Are you going to get that separate, or are you going to bite the bullet and pre-order this thing? Because chances are, by the time this video comes out, pre-orders are live, and it's probably already sold out. Because if you want to get the rulebook quickly, or quicker, I guess I should say, this is your means of doing it. So I don't know, you tell me. The Orks are looking mighty strong this edition, and if you want to play new Orks, this is honestly the way to go, unless you want to wait and pick everything up individually. But with that being said, I do want to take a quick look at the rules for the riders right here. They're basically called Squig Hog Boys. They come anywhere from groups of 3 to 6, and they're basically, I wouldn't say really fast, because I mean, when you look at other fast armies, or fast units, they can move up to 14 inches. These guys have a 10-inch movement. Weapon skill is that of a 3-up, a 5-up for a ballistic skill, strength is 5, toughness is 6, because again, that standard 5 toughness gets bolstered because they're on that squig. They got 3 wounds each, 3 attacks each, leadership of a 6 with a 4-up save. The interesting thing about this is that they have a ton of weapons that they can use both in melee and in range. So for example, you have Saddlegate weapons that you can use as a shooting weapon, which are range 8, assault 1, strength 4, only 1 damage, but Saddlegate weapons really excel in melee, where unfortunately their strength is only 3, AP is -1, and you get 1 attack, but every time you fight with this weapon, you can make an additional attack. So depending on what the enemy it is that you're facing off against, maybe it's better to have more attacks, or maybe you want to go ahead and use the Squig Hog Jaws. The actual squig will come in and take a bite out of crime with these massive hippo/pig tusks that they have. And it's pretty strong with a strength 6, -1 AP, 2 damage, and every time you fight, you can do 2 additional attacks with this type of weapon, but no more than 2. So you have options. There's more weapons that you can see here. I'm not going to go over them, but just to show you that these guys are pretty tough, they're pretty fast, and overall, they're a good supplement to your army, especially if you want to stick with Snakebites, stick with the Beast Snagga aesthetic. These guys really fit in pretty good with the army. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be saying for this video. Orks are looking scary. I can't wait to see what the rest of these codices are going to look like when they drop in 9th edition, because the Sisters of Battle, when they came out hard. A new Supreme Commander with Morven Val, they got a slew of new models, and then the AdMech came out, and they're like at the top of the meta. They're the best of the best, probably, yeah, I'll say that they're probably the best army currently. And now when these Orks drop and the full rules and the codex gets unveiled, they're looking to maybe dethrone the Skitarii, the AdMech, but we'll have to wait and see. So let me know, what do you think about this clan culture that's basically transhuman physiology, light, for the Orks? And will you be getting this box set? Are your pre-orders going to be coming to you, or will you be waiting to see what individual Ork units you want to get in the future? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you then. Peace.